Good morning. Thanks for joining me today for our daily devotion. I'm really glad you're here. Hope you had a great night. And gosh, today is just a beautiful Wednesday, and I hope it's full of wonderful, wonderful blessings for you. We have a birthday to celebrate today. It is Jack Winterfeld's birthday. Gosh, I didn't look to see how old he is. I think he's 4. Let me double check. Jack Winterfeld, 18. No, he's 3. So happy birthday, Jack. That's exciting. Gosh, to be 3, super, super, super. Cat shaming photo of the day is put the lid down or pig will play in the toilet. So there's a little sign on the toilet bowl, as you can see, and then there's pig. I had a cat who did that once. He was kind of obnoxious that way. Here's some other birthdays. Shelby Foote, the author historian, it's her birthday. Rock Hudson, the actor. Martin Scorsese, the director. Lauren Hutton, the actress. Jim Boheim, the basketball coach. Danny DeVito, it's his birthday. Lorne Michaels, he produces Saturday Night Live. Stephen Root, the actor. Oh, RuPaul's birthday. Drag queen. It's RuPaul's birthday. 61 today. Jeff Buckley, singer-songwriter. Rachel McAdams, the actress. Ryan Braun, baseball player. And Christopher Paolini, the writer. Very good. Well, today is also, as you know, it is November 17th, but it is also St. Elizabeth's Day. So I thought it would be worthwhile to say a word about St. Elizabeth. She was really a remarkable, remarkable woman. And she was betrothed to this wealthy prince at the age of, I don't know, it was like 10 or 12. And so she had to go live in a convent in the area until she was old enough to marry. So I think till she was 15. Which is still kind of young in my opinion, but that's what they did in the 13th century. Um, so off she went, and her betrothed had wanted to build a castle up on this high mountain because of the good hunting, but it was outside of his kingdom, and the people wouldn't let him do it. So he went back to his kingdom and loaded up several wagon loads of dirt and hauled it up there and dumped it and said, well, this is my dirt, therefore this is my land. And he built the castle. That castle is Wartburg Castle, the very same castle where Martin Luther hung out and translated the Bible from Greek and German, or Greek and Hebrew, into German. So Elizabeth lived there after she married, and was very concerned about the peasants and their poverty and their hunger. And so she would sneak out at night and with food and bread and so forth, um, in her apron, and she'd go down and feed the people. Well, and she'd only do it while her husband was away because he liked to hunt, and so he was always off on these hunting trips. And so while he was gone, she would sneak out of the castle and go feed people. So one night he came home and he caught her, and he said, "Hey, knock that off! I don't want you to do that anymore." And she agreed to obey, but except that she didn't. So the next time he left, she was out doing it again. And one time he came home early and caught her, and as she was leaving, so her apron was still full of bread and meat and whatever else she was taking down to the people. And he demanded to see what was in her apron, and she let it go. And as their apron fell, the Germans say it was a miracle. It was as ein Wunder, because instead of bread and meat and so forth, flowers fell out of her apron. And so he let her alone and didn't punish her for going down to feed the people. So that's Saint Elizabeth, and she died in 1231 on this day. Just a remarkable woman who had a heart for the poor and serving others. And gosh, we can learn so much from her. Like I said the other day, I'm just fascinated by the lives of the saints, not because they were terribly extraordinary, but because they had this very deep connection to God, and they were willing to live out their faith, and in some cases they were willing to die for their faith if they were martyred. I hope I would be able to do that. I hope that if my life were on the line and someone says, "Do you believe or die?" I hope I would say that I would die, that I believe. But I don't know that for sure because I haven't been in that situation. But I hope I would. When I asked the kids this in confirmation, what would you do? Without fail, every one of them says, "Yeah, I'd say I believe." I think that's tremendous, just absolutely remarkable. Now, of course, that didn't happen to Elizabeth, but it happened to plenty of them, plenty of the saints, and plenty of certainly the martyrs who were willing to lay it all on the line. So I guess the question for us is, what are we willing to do to live our faith out loud today and every day? How do you do that? What does it look like in your life? What does it look like in my life? Do we have that deep connection to God? And if we don't, and if we want that to be deeper, what are we doing to make that happen? I know a lot of us go out walking. When you go out walking, do you pray? Pray for the neighbors, pray for the church, pray for me, pray for your family, pray for, whatever. But use that time as having conversation with God, and that will deepen your relationship. Pray about that. Pray about having a deeper relationship with God, and see what the Spirit does with that. You might be surprised. At what the Spirit may have in mind for you. So, whatever you're up to today, I hope you have a great day. Think about St. Elizabeth and give thanks for her life and her witness, and do what you can to bring some love and light in the world. Whatever you're up to today, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you right back here tomorrow.